Hi there, Eve here from Vitamin Eve Nutrition Counseling, and today I'm going to talk about the real reason why you're not working out. But before I get started, I just want to invite you to subscribe to this page if you haven't done so already. So let's jump in. What is the real reason why you're not working out? You tell yourself that you really want to. You tell yourself that you should be exercising, but why aren't you moving? 3 reasons I'm going to go over. Reason number 1 is that you're telling yourself you should. Are you shoulding on yourself? You know, when you tell yourself that you should be doing something, it's forcing, it's judging yourself. And let me tell you, these things are not conducive to exercising. This is very often the case for people who have a history of being forced to do something they don't want to do. So whether it was exercise or something else, did you make yourself do things that you didn't want to do? Or were you forced to do things you didn't want to do? If so, you may be experiencing what's known as exercise resistance. So if this is the case, you want to approach exercise or physical activity very gently and very lovingly. The second reason why you're not exercising, even though you tell yourself that you really should or that you want to, is because maybe you set the bar too high. Do you tell yourself things like, okay, if my workout isn't a full half hour, then it doesn't count. Or if I'm not exercising at least 5 times a week, then it doesn't count. Do you have these arbitrary rules for yourself? If so, you may be setting the bar too high. And this is what I see. It's actually really, really common. I see this a lot, is people setting the bar too high for physical activity. So they figure, well, if I'm not hitting that bar, then I might as well not engage at all. So if this is you, set realistic standards for yourself when it comes to physical activity. Even if it is a stroll around the block 1 time this week, if it's more than you were doing last week, it counts. Or if it's more than you would do at all if you didn't do that activity, it counts. So stop setting these unrealistic standards, especially if you're not hitting them. And the third reason why you are not exercising or being physically active, even though you tell yourself you should, is that that activity may not be aligned. It may not be aligned for your body, especially if you're injured or if it hurts or if it causes more inflammation. It may not be the right exercise for you, or if it is emotionally hurting, if you have trauma around that activity, or if the music is too loud, or if there are people there you don't enjoy or you don't want to be seen. These are all things that could be keeping you from being physically active. And this is actually not bad news. It could be great news, because first of all, you could either address these things. You know, maybe you need to go to the doctor, maybe you need to work with a specialist that could help you with something like this, or maybe it's time to do something totally different. And there's so many different activities out there, whether it's a water workout, doing things at home alone, chair exercises, goat yoga. There's so many things out there, and I'm sure there's something that will match you now. Anyway, I hope this video was helpful, and I know it wasn't all inclusive. I'd be interested to know for you, what do you think is keeping you from exercising? And don't say time, because if you had time to watch this video, this means that you had 3 minutes to move your body and that you didn't. So time is not an excuse. Okay, I hope this video was helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and if you haven't done so, I invite you to subscribe. Bye, everybody.